Hello, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I am picking up right where I left off, and seems like Sayori's got some deeper issues. So, next we're gonna go with Natsuki, being as mine apparently has more words for her than Yuri this time. So she would probably like mine the best. I guess. I don't know. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. Natsuki, there's a thing called personal taste. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. When did hers include the term, like, death and graveyard? Yeah? You think so? Yeah. Well, just kind of if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you really never struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how could someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Rude! Really rude! That was a little unnecessary. Think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably fly away, probably just like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her friends are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. But I like spiders. Rude? Rude? Rude. I'm heartbroken. Not really. Seriously, judgmental? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you could explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. So, I'm gonna take a guess here, because Yuri likes dark and depressing, complicated themes. It doesn't matter what she does, you don't like her. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Yes, this is about yesterday. This is about yesterday. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm not sure a lot of people can, too. And I'm not sure a lot of people can, too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't write anything unless there's a good message to take away from it. Conveying emotion is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Alright, next is Yuri. see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Lydic? This one might be even better than yesterday's. That's good to hear. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. Did a good job explaining. Really wanted to give try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Sweater on her spaghetti already. Fuck! I fucked it up. Oh God. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. There's sweater on her spaghetti already. Shit. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. I think that was established first episode? Shit. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a slice of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hunger capacity, the raccoon, an urge. Wait, what? The moon increments its phases. It reflects that much light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting the emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say we've got to know each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so the bread is always handy. Each time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, a classic Pavlovian condition. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Are you gonna stab me? Am I the raccoon? You're gonna stab me. That was a little more daring than yesterday. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. Could be watching my back. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem is about. Begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Planning to murder a raccoon? Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Like murdering a raccoon? I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more of my more unusual hobbies. Like murdering raccoons? It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Huh. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Although I think your hobby might be murdering raccoons. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person that would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I had no reason to. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. If by the end of it turns out that she's completely psycho, and her hobbies include murdering raccoons, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Leidig. I'm a fucking dime a dozen. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. I almost feel like I can't fucking speak. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Gary smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. And all that's left is Monica. Gonna have another murder? Hi again, Leidig. The one that's been acting possibly the most jealous. Jealous? Hi there, I'm Sean Connery, here for wife beating. The one that's been acting most jealous is also the one that seems to lack a route. If you noticed any of the different option things, even with the poetry. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll soon come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Nice pairing up death with shit. What else was there? Candy? I think there was something about rainbows. Did I mention skirt at one point? I think I said marriage. I don't fucking know. The imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. She starts talking about murdering raccoons. I'm not gonna let that go. I'm not sure how else to interpret that. I noticed that too. Oh, when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Like you. God damn it. Still defending her like that. Must be pretty into her. Meh. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. You were trying to sow the seeds of doubt, aren't you? You were just... Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. God damn. She's got a husbando. Got a fucking husbando. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Well, save me. The colors, they won't stop. Beautiful, bright colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. What? Pardon? It's even more abstract than your last one, eh? You got dial-up? Because those sounds that you're describing seem kind of, comparable to dial-up. Or a fax machine. I guess that's just the way that I write. It's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I don't know. I honestly do kind of like it. I'm kind of scared. No. I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines lines really short make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right answer. A poem can be as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Pardon? So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your God! What? What? I've been doing that. Oh, what is... That's not a writing tip. That is meta. That is very meta. What the... It doesn't help that she's also the only character that is standing, not at a 3/4 angle, or a quarter angle, like a quarter turn, but facing me directly. Like, out of everyone, she's doing that. She's not looking at the character. She's looking at me. And that is what creeps me out. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait. Is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? No, you can't backtrack. You cannot backtrack with this. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What the shit? That actually kind of creeped me out. Like, not gonna lie. It's just the way this character is. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Like, crap. I don't quite remember what... Oh yeah, the last one was... I'm not looking in, I'm looking out. And he's the one looking in. Oh god. The last one. Load me. God damn, both of them were fucking meta commentaries. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of at the front of the room. She's looking out. Nope, not covering up the Toru poster. Anyway, I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room... Oh shit, I just read that. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. He was like, Natsuki is the closest to looking directly, but her head is still at a quarter turn. Monica, direct, head-on, staring directly at the viewer. I mean, the player. Like, Jesus. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Yeah, see, it's this... I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need to worry... We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. What? Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Oh, yay. Each of us will choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Yes, Sayori is also at a quarter turn. And so when you have them all lined up like this, Monica sticks out like a fucking sore thumb. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting all those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. The same goes for the rest of us. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. You're just a fucking advertisement, aren't you? That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? You know what to do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. Fuck. I guess I don't really have a choice. Yeah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. We'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Masks. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can't believe I didn't understand the meaning of Monica's first poem the first time I read it. Only reason I understood the last one was because of the fact that it said load me. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. Recitation, not recitation. What the hell? Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh shit. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri got absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read it on paper, I wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach much deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Lightic liked it. Oh. Guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems won't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of, where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just kind of embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before we don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Lightic. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Lightic lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Wow! 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 You just don't want to go. Just don't want to go at all. You don't need to drag my name through the mud. As if my name could go any lower. Anyway, Natsuki. It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone, oh god. Particularly Monica. Jesus, everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Jump up, and get down. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attire disappears a little. Sour attitude! What the fuck? Sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry too much about... You won't have much to worry about before the festival. Sorry, goddamn dyslexia, I swear. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a good poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy. The only one where she has a 3/4 turn, it's that one. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's working out really nicely, so I'd like to continue that. For the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Monica's not even an option. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Lydic. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot there. Okay. Isn't there a whole thing of fucking I'll walk with both of you? I don't fucking have favorites. Fuck it. Wait. Monica's creepy ass fucking advice. There we go. Walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Because you're a teenager? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you. Sayori. I can't figure out what how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But there's something that makes her happy. I'd hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Yeah, Monica could get weirder. Okay, Tragic. Fuck! Kitty, yep. Agonizing. Whew. Pure. Engulf. Did I read that word right? Parfait. Uncanny. Oh, no, that was hers. Fuck. Bouncy. Resist urge to make jokes there. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Secretive. Fireflies. Shame. Fuck. Massacre. Pink. Okay, there's 3 people and there's 10 words. Last I did with Pink. Okay, incongruent. Valentine. Lust. Fuck. Giggle. There we go. Unrestrained. Boop. Unstable. There we go. Oh man. And the last one here again? Don't worry. I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait till for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, you noticed that too, right? Well, yeah. But I'm not talking about our part of the festival. Right. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Ooh, I could go for squid. Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Everyone fucking loves squid. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Squid. It's amazing. Delicious. I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Ika. Fuck. Fuck. Mon-Ika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Do not start with this fourth wall shit with me. That was amazing. Fuck. I had to think about that one for a bit. Huh? Never mind. Yeah, You're aware, but no one else is. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You were spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well, no one's feeling left out. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. Fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright then. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Lady, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. No, you think so? I can't say I've really noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser down, up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Lydic. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. You know that's not true. Because you know that I'm not real. Wait. That this isn't real. Fuck. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest. I kind of figured. I'm not quite as dense as the narrator. Even though I am the narrator. Fuck. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Lydic. Yeah, I kind of guessed. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Nah. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Lydic. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Huh. I said too much. Okay, so apparently she's just a really depressive person when I'm not around. Good to know. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Childhood friend stereotype, I mean. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. Never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I had no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. And I stand up from my desk and sit down, and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I couldn't tell that I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? God. This... Are you able to... Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Are you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Oh. A lot of dust in here. Well, it's something that I do a lot. Stare at me. So is it hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression? Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. Nothing wrong with mean mugging someone. Fuck. In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's in your mind, I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Meh. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not like that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Lydic, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts. Wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. Haven't you heard of the platonic soulmates trope? Just something I kind of prefer to use at times because fucking with people like that is fun. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. I feel uncomfortable. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So, I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. It was kind of just a blank statement. There's not really much you can derive good or bad from that. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Oh, we don't get a CG this time? Okay. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's go with Sayori first. Just gonna do this in order. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? God damn it. Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. To be fair, I kinda wrote it for a combination of Yuri and Natsuki. I think I got like one more Yuri word than I did Natsuki. But you popped up a few times in there too with some really weird ones. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're regretting it. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Lydic. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. Just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, that doesn't seem good. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. Not as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's really not my style. It's just really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I am at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up scaring me? If you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun hanging out here, even if I have to put up with you. No, wait. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Oh, how the hell do you call that a joke? Seriously hurt. Your tiny little elbows. Well, maybe it was funny to her. Guess that's kind of the point. Well, I should really watch my mouth. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. What? I'll be your beach. God damn it. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years, but I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. Walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in the sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your worries in a footprint trail and set your feet in my windy sail and remember the reasons you're mine. When you press your shit. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away, the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, I'll be your beach, your own escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. Well! Yeah! I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Yeah, unless sharks are involved. No, actually, sharks are fucking awesome. So you decided to write the beach first and then came up with the message later? No. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing. Wait, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yes, but... Okay. think this episode we might actually have time for everyone's poems. Partly because of the fact that Sayori ran off. Lydic, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. Yeah. I'm a little bit envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. I've only been able to improve so much thanks to you. Suck up. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. Can't believe you're so good at something you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Lydic, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Same. I typically go to the university basement. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I've always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Yeah, they're deep thinkers, problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. Well, ain't that nice. You know, those friends don't laugh at me. Jeez, fuck. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Lytic. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. It's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Lydic. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. How you deserve to be treated, Yuri. With slurred speech. Fuck. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way... Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show me your poem? Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Oh. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield myself from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. You ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Huh. Finishing the poem, I hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. It's pretty I'm good. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. Also, this clearly isn't the poem that Natsuki said she wrote about. Meaning that I'm probably the only one she's showing this to. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. Not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Once again, I try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. Mean I could keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice inside. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you did a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm not sure we can talk again later. Yeah. I'm sure we will. No, wait. I'm sure we can talk again later. Shit. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Fuck, that's really all the time I've got left for this one. So, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you next time. See ya.